This is kind of a tricky question, but it becomes a lot easier if we remember to try our best to predict the question before we start really thinking about it. So what does that mean? That means let's try to figure out what rule or idea or concept we are dealing with so that we can get our brain on the right track. Now, if I look at these answer choices, and usually the answer choices are enough to tell me what I need to think about, these answer choices don't really tell me much, right? They're kind of just the same 3 or 4 words jumbled up in different orders. And so my instinct here might be that I can just pick the one that sounds best. And that might work. That might get you the answer. But there is a grammar rule here. And the way we would know that, and the way that we would know to kind of think in terms of rules and not just instinct, is if we look at the sentence itself. What is the structure of this sentence? Let's take a look at it. In truth, the agency has a widespread positive effect on society by serving as a catalyst for innovation and scientific understanding, to create jobs, and showing humanity its place within the universe. This is a list. And lists on the SAT are really important. There's a bunch of rules associated with lists. There's punctuation rules, which we're not going to deal with here because it's not any punctuation that's changing. But there's also rules about symmetry. We need to make sure that all the parts of the list are symmetrical, are in a pattern, a rhythm. So we have to look at the other parts of the list. And it's tricky because some of them are kind of long, right? Like the last part maybe is easy, and showing humanity its place within the universe. But the first part, where does this list even begin? The agency has a widespread positive effect on society by serving as a catalyst for innovation and scientific understanding, showing humanity its place within the universe, and what would match with that, creating jobs, right? So that ing is what's doing it for us. So it's tricky because there's a lot of other words we have to ignore, but remember when we have a list, it's usually the case that there are 2 things that follow the pattern, and then we're deciding on the third thing. It doesn't matter that the thing we're deciding is in the middle. The point is we found the other 2 and we want to match those other 2. And once we do, hopefully it sounds better. It has a positive effect on society by serving as a catalyst for innovation and scientific understanding, creating jobs, and showing humanity its place within the universe. Boom, boom, boom. ING each time. Definitely a better rhythm than it was before. Like I said, you might be able to just hear that and hear that choice B sounds better than the others. That's okay, but it's not ideal because there will be times where they try to trick you. And so the more that you can get into the habit of predicting when the question is about a grammar rule and then applying that grammar rule, the more confident you'll be in your answers, and then, the more points you'll get. So try to predict the question and notice when they're testing a grammar rule.